Hi, I'm Cynthia Miller-Lautman, and this is my series on sensory awareness. So we've been talking about the senses that are really important in sensory awareness, and we were focusing on the proprioceptive system. So we know what that is. It's the kind of Spider-Man sense that works in the background to tell us we're off balance or where our hand is or anything else about where our body is in space. So, what does a proprioceptive difficulty look like in a child and a baby and an adult? Well, let's describe someone who has low proprioceptive feeling. So, they don't feel enough of that internal body sense of where their ligaments and joints and muscles are and where their body is. We might see a child that has trouble learning ADLs. What are ADLs? Activities of daily living, like dressing, eating. So, eating can be really hard if you don't feel where your mouth is. So, you might miss the spoon to the mouth. Same thing with learning to walk and crawl. If you don't feel where your body is, that sense, it's really hard to learn crawling, for example. Same thing when we see an older child on low to proprioceptive and they don't really have a good sense of their body. You might see difficulties in writing, in learning to form the letters. They might have really messy letters, or it might take a long time to do them. The other thing you might see is clumsiness. You'll see this across the ages, but in children, you'd see a clumsiness, trouble like planning how to catch a ball or to make a ponytail, or their zippers crooked because they had trouble figuring out how to engage that properly. So I'm simplifying it a little bit, but a proprioceptive difficulty or a system on low that doesn't feel enough will look clumsy. And those kids have to work really, really, really hard to be able to do activities, motor activities. It doesn't mean they can't learn. So if they do have a system on low, there's a lot of things you can do because we know that athletes are constantly training their proprioceptive system. They train with their eyes closed. They do lots of activities with weights on to feel their body in space so that they are better attuned to the sport they're playing. So stay tuned for more. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe.